there. Welcome to A Walk in My District. I'm Robin Deacle, the Communications Director for the City of Raleigh. And we're here today with Councilmember Jane Harrison, who represents District D. District D is the western part of downtown to the west of the city and also south. And we're standing here today by the bike rack for a very specific reason. Councilmember Harrison, tell us about your bike adventures in the city.
Yeah, Robin, I was just biking here from downtown. I went down Hillsborough Street, past NC State's campus, and now here we're at Method Park. And I can bike around most of the district, so that's how I get to work. And I want to see more people feeling safe and comfortable getting around town and not needing a car.
All right. Well, thank you. We're going to take a walk and look a little bit at Method Park and continue this conversation. All right. So we have come around the corner at the community center, and we have the pickleball courts now at our back. Pickleball courts that you could bike or walk to if you live in this neighborhood. Tell us why being able to bike or walk to places is such an important thing in this growing city.
Oh yeah, I mean, for one, it's fun. Yeah. It feels good. I think for anyone who just needs to get a little exercise, or you want to clear your mind, being able to walk somewhere or bike, it's just a lot more relaxing than having to drive. So I'm really glad these folks are out here playing pickleball today. That's another way to let off steam. And we have a lot of recreational opportunities in District D. We have a ton of parks. We have a lot of green space, and yeah, ways to get around that don't require driving. So I think that helps keep our residents a little bit, hopefully, healthier and
Absolutely.
Happier.
That's such an important part of both physical and mental health.
Yeah,
which
totally.
are such big topics these days, right? Yeah. Method Park also has a wonderful history that the community celebrates and helps keep alive. Can you tell us a little bit about this park and this land and what's so special about it for the community and for Raleigh?
Yeah, this is a very special place. So Method Park, it was established, really, this area, there was a high school here, and it was the first accredited high school for African Americans in the state. It was built in the 1920s, so 100 years ago today, and we're actually sitting across from one of the original high school buildings, the Pioneer Building, which was going to be demolished, actually, with the 440 widening. So we're just here, across from 440, and when the Department of Transportation was looking at, widening the roads, they were going to have to tear this down. But luckily the community said, no, this is a really important place for us. And there is a group called the Method Boys to Men Club. And so they got together and they were able to get the park and these buildings designated as historic landmarks to preserve these assets. So yeah, this was actually in this area, the Method neighborhood was a freedmen's village. So it was established in the 1870s. And so just, not too long after emancipation, a lot of black families came here to live, and many of those original families, there are still family members that live in this area.
Yeah. That's a wonderful history to celebrate, and our 2022 Parks Bond also recognized that the buildings here were 100 years old, maybe not all of them, but has put some money aside to help invest in them.
Yes, that's so important. So we're going to see renovations to the Pioneer Building, part of the original Barry O'Kelly High School. We're also going to see improvements to the Community Recreation Center. So this park is going to get even better soon.
Absolutely, and it's hopping today, as you can see, and there's often a lot of people working in the gym and some fields over that way, so a lot of opportunity for the community here in District D. Well, tell me what else is exciting to you and that you like to celebrate about your district.
Oh yeah, I mean, just where we are, you can walk to so many special spots. Around the corner is the J.C. Ralston Arboretum, so if you want to take a little walk, see what's in bloom, that is a beautiful place. And other businesses that I love to frequent, we have so many independent local spots here in District D. I just think in District D, whether you're downtown, you're close to one of our campuses, or if you head all the way west out towards Umstead State Park, there are so many special places to visit and enjoy.
Absolutely. Olmsted State Park is one of my favorite places. So
Me too.
I do a lot of hiking there. So,
yeah, it's wonderful.
We talked about bike and pedestrian friendly and why that's good for your physical and your mental health, but it's also an important thing to think about as you're planning growth in the city, and Raleigh is certainly growing a lot. What are some of the reasons that those considerations are important when you think about planning growth in the city?
Yeah, so Raleigh, our population's growing, we're becoming more dense, and I'll just give an example. If you're getting around town, sometimes the time it takes to drive in a car, I can actually bike quicker. So I was following some cars down Hillsborough Street on my way here, and I was, with them. And so as we densify, it's going to be important that we have other means to get around. It's just going to be more efficient for folks. Another element to our growing city is improving our bus transportation. So we're seeing investments now to bus rapid transit. That's going to be along Western Boulevard, not far from here. And that's going to allow us to have very frequent service and really for bus to become, hopefully, a first choice option for a lot of folks. This city, we have an amazing history. We have these historic neighborhoods like Method. We have amazing natural resources too. The city of Raleigh, it's really known for being a leader in the environment. So whether it's our drinking water supply, the way that we protect that, our stormwater practices, our tree canopy, renewable energy incentives, we are really a leader for any city this size in the United States. And so as we grow, we have to continue to maintain, to take care of our resources, to think about sustainability. And those are the priorities that I have sitting on council.
Absolutely. And I think one recognition for that approach that Raleigh has was the Bloomberg Sustainable Cities grant that we got very recently that really recognizes all the work we have already done to make things more sustainable, and not just in certain communities but all across the city of Raleigh.
Yeah, I think that's huge for our residents.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us today for another episode of A Walk in My District. Thank you to Councilmember Harrison for taking time to spotlight District D for us today, and we'll see you next time.